Master Your Mindset Radio, episode 96.
Welcome to Master Your Mindset Radio, the show where we empower you to conquer limiting beliefs and transform your world with your gifting and purpose. Now for your host, Elizabeth Nader.
Hi friends, welcome back to another episode. Today's subject is drawing fire. This is all about your choice and how you react when bad things happen to good people in your life, to you and to people that you love. What do you do? What is your reaction? Now, I'm getting this inspiration from Jocko Willink. I love his book that comes out of his incredible military experience, and it's called Discipline Equals Freedom Field Manual. I've talked about it before. I've probably done at least 2 other podcasts from his book before. I just literally open it up to any spread and there's something that inspires me. And this one, he actually says, draw fire. And it's about, what do you do when something bad happens to someone who's good? What do you do when it happens to you, someone that you love, even the best person that you know, can end up in the clutches of evil, as he says it. So are you going to spiral down into negativity? Are you going to lash out? What are you going to do in reaction? His advice and his solution, rather than falling down and falling apart and falling over, is to lead. He says the answer is to lead, and not just lead, not just step up, but literally be the one in that situation that everyone looks to. Be the one who, as he says, absorbs the impact, absorbs the blow, absorbs the negativity of the situation. I just think this is such an amazing encouragement. And I was reading it yesterday, actually 2 days ago now, which was Father's Day. And that just inspired me to think about courageous and strong men and how we need to celebrate them. But really anyone, any woman, any man can decide to react this way when something negative, when something awful, when something tragic, when something disturbing, when something bad happens to people that we know, people in our life, people we love, to us, to our family, to our friends, to our business. He says the option you have is to answer that with stepping up, with leading, absorbing the impact of the situation. And he talks about actually drawing fire. This is the analogy he makes, and that's why I'm calling this draw fire. He uses the analogy that the military uses with platoons, where a member of the platoon, for tactical reasons, will step into the open in a situation, step out into a bad, dangerous situation where the enemy is shooting, to draw fire away from the rest of the team, to give them a chance to move, to give them a chance to reposition themselves, to give them a chance to gather themselves up, to give them a chance to survive a bad situation. So this is a tactic that the military uses. It might distract the enemy. It might help move the platoon. It might help them locate the enemy or actually get on the other side of them to actually overtake them. But what he's saying is that stepping out and drawing fire is absorbing the impact of the negativity of the situation. It's absorbing what's going on so that other people can survive. It's really saying, drawing the fire, bringing that pain to yourself, and being the one that can handle it when others cannot. Can you relate to that? It's probably not every time that you can do that, but I think more times than not, you can be that person who can step up and absorb it when others cannot. When bad things are happening, that you can be that good thing in the midst of the bad things. You're the one that can be relied upon. You're the one that is bolstering the ones around you. And it's really about spreading that positivity, right? It's about spreading that attitude that we can overcome this, whatever it is, that we can fight, we can survive, we can simply live to see another day at a minimum, but we can overcome this because you are absorbing that blow. You are taking those shots, if you will. and you are the one who is leading that. You're holding your head high even in the face of something really difficult and saying, I can stand, I can fight, I can even absorb this on behalf of the people I love, the people I care about, the things I care about. It is a reaction to things that are difficult. And I think there are certain people that naturally have that reaction. There are certain people that naturally move into that position when they see things under attack, when they see unfair situations, when they see difficulties. Some people just naturally move into that position of drawing fire for everyone else. Now, I have to balance that a little bit to say, if you are that person naturally, or if you choose to be that person, that is a heroic response to a difficult situation, and you absolutely will help those around you. However, don't forget that at some point you're going to need someone to do that for you. You can't always be that person. And I have found in life when I am that person, at some point, if I don't do something to help myself to deal with the fire that I took for other people, then I become weaker. So it's absolutely admirable, and I totally believe in doing this, and I think it's an incredible response to stress. But we also have to understand that at some point, you also need to rely on others. You are not an island. So make sure there are people in your life who will draw fire for you. Be that for someone, and then make sure you surround yourself with others who will be that for you. That's really what it's all about. It's a never-ending network that we need, where others can count on us to be that, and we can count on others to be that for us. So don't think from this challenge and this military metaphor that you always have to be that person, or that it's only courageous if you're that person. There are times when you cannot be that person, but there are times when you can make that choice to stand up and say, I'm going to absorb this negativity. I'm going to face down this evil. I'm going to take the fire in this situation for everyone else. But then there are times when someone needs to do that for you, and you really need to know the difference. And that is a matter of wisdom. And as I always say, the strengths you have in life become your greatest weaknesses if you don't use wisdom. So develop the strength, if you don't already have it, to be that person who will draw fire for others, and to know when it's the right time to be that person. But you use wisdom to know when it's not. Use wisdom to know when you need that from someone else, when it's too much for you, when you're not in a good position to take that on, when you need to be the one to reposition yourself as someone else is giving you cover. And that's really what's happening here, is that metaphor is about giving someone else cover to reposition, to heal, to get themselves in a better place. Think about that military metaphor when you think about someone in the platoon stepping out and drawing fire and drawing the enemy away from the others. It's an incredible metaphor. I love it. You just have to know and use wisdom on when that should be you and when that should be someone else. But I encourage you and I challenge you, next time you face a difficult situation or you see someone around you facing it, something difficult has happened, something unfair, something bad has happened to someone good, can you draw fire for them? Can you distract the enemy away from them so that they can reposition themselves, so they can heal, so they can gain strength, and maybe they can come back then and do the same for you? This is what we do for each other, and this is what it means to lead. So in a post-celebration of Father's Day, I'm throwing this challenge out to you, and I say, let's celebrate strong men especially, also strong women, but since it's Father's Day, we'll say celebrating strong men who take this position in life for others, because that is really, truly heroic, and that is what it really means to give yourself for another's safety, for another's chance to heal, for someone else who can't handle a situation. That's what it means to lean on each other, to draw fire for someone else. Hope this has helped you and inspired you. Have a great week, guys. Talk to you next week.
Thank you for listening to Master Your Mindset Radio. Before you go, if you want to be part of a free online community of like-minded individuals for support, resources, and inspiration as you conquer your limiting beliefs and pursue your purpose, go to elizabethnader.com/community. That's elizabethnader.com/community, or search for Master Your Mindset Academy private group on Facebook. Looking forward to seeing you online.